We had someone on the line, but I think we may have lost them. So there are a couple people being screened right now.
Yes, Allison and Salvatore in particular had called in with some really great topics.
Yeah, here's hoping that it's just a strange day and not a glitch, because that would be sad. So
But in the meantime,
I'm the host. You're the co-host. You
Sorry.
have to vamp this time.
Okay. Why would we vamp?
Because we do have somebody on the line.
Yeah, we got a couple.
Oh, beautiful. Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Trenton in California. Trenton, welcome to the show.
Hi, how
Hi.
are you guys doing? Happy birthday, V.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We're doing good. We're excited to talk to you. You've got some vaccine microchip information for us, huh?
So I'm so excited about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trenton, you are microchipped.
Yes, I am.
Ooh.
Not from the vaccine.
Aw.
I got it at DEF CON a few years ago.
At what?
So, and at DEF CON, it's a cybersecurity hacker conference they do in Vegas every year.
Oh, that's so nerdy. I love it.
Yeah, I work in cybersecurity, so I was like, it might be interesting to call to explain what it actually is versus what people think is in the vaccine.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what it is, the one that I have is actually kind of cool. It has two different chips in it. One is RFID, which is kind of like your hotel room key, a really simple information. And then the other side of it is a NFC tag, which is kind of like an amiibo. That's the example. So
Interesting.
it holds very little data. We're talking kilobytes, and it has no power at all. It's powered from the actual reader, whether it's an NFC or RFID reader.
Okay.
So it can't broadcast information. It doesn't have Bluetooth or Wi-Fi or anything cool like that. And it's relatively big. I would say mine is almost an inch long.
Whoa.
Maybe half an inch. I might be overshooting it, but it's pretty thick. It's like a grain of rice.
Wow.
Okay, so
Getting that injected.
I've
Not.
I'm so like, but the anti-vaxxers are saying that it's like a Fitbit, like they can track your sleep and your GPS location. How big would you need, that injection to get all that technology in there? Like, what would the logistics of that even look like?
So I have seen a guy, I can't recall what his name is. He put a Raspberry Pi as an implant.
Okay.
I don't know if, so a Raspberry Pi is kind of like a really small computer. It's probably like, 3 inches by 2 inches.
Wow.
Sometimes
Roughly that, maybe a little bit bigger. It's huge. He had to get it surgically implanted, and it looks disgusting.
Oh God.
I mean, it's not an injection. It's a full-on
like a subdermal.
like cutting. Yeah, and it's big. It looks gross. It's like this huge rectangle sticking out of his arm. That would give you Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Now,
Okay.
and then you got to figure out how you would power that, because that doesn't include the power. So you'd have to power it through that.
Wow.
And now when I got the vaccine, I got the Moderna shot. And I remember thinking like, man, that's a really, really tiny needle.
Yeah.
And then once people started saying that, oh, there's a microchip in it, I just thought it was hilarious because of how big the needle was when I got a microchip. It's barely even fair to call it a needle. It looks like a pipe. It's just sharpened.
Oh my gosh.
Oh God. Oh no.
Are you okay?
I'm a little nauseous, to be honest.
Eric's got a thing about needles, so this is a fun conversation for him.
No.
yeah.
We need to have this conversation. We're going in.
Yeah. That's incredible. That is a very this is the thing that's so annoying to me about these conspiracy theories is just talk to a single person with this actual concrete information. It is not big enough to do what you are saying that it is doing. Like physically, this is impossible. Even if we were to grant that somebody wanted to microchip you, it could not happen in like coming through a needle this small. So this is so helpful and important.
Yeah, it really is. And I mean, so, okay, I've got another question. Trenton.
All
So
right.
let's say I wanted to put a technology inside of a vaccine and give it to you without you knowing, put it in this tiny needle and inject you. What is the most I could put in your body and it still be invisible to the naked eye? Like, is there any kind of useful technology that you could conceivably hide within a needle that small? Or suspended within a
I
liquid?
mean, not that I'm aware of, and from what I understand about like possible technologies in the future. I mean, what people are claiming is that it's some kind of like nanobot, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
and that might be something that we invent, but we're looking at 50 years from now, 100 years from now, and there's a concept in computers. I hope I don't get this wrong. It's called Moore's Law.
Yeah.
And it's that every 12 to 18 months, computer powers double in speed. However, the caveat to that is we're starting to get limited because we can only make stuff so small, and after a certain point, it physically can't get any smaller, which is why we see stuff with like the new video game consoles. You know, you got these brand new consoles, and the graphics are barely any better, and it's because we're kind of approaching that limit. So in order to make something that small, we've got to completely reinvent how computers function. And that's just nowhere near what we're at.
Well, and
by a long shot.
Well, one last thing, then I'll pass you to V. So lastly, logistically, Trenton, if I wanted to track you, would it be easier for me to stealthily hide something and inject it into your body? Or would it be easier for me to track your cell phone?
Cell phone. I mean, that's way easier. I mean, everyone's worried about a microchip, and they're walking around with a phone with them everywhere. So it's I mean, the phone is the way to go. I mean, it has all your information. I mean, that would be the way I would track anything if you were doing something. I mean, it's the perfect way.
Yeah, well,
you can go back to Snowden.
It definitely,
with the stuff that he talked about.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it definitely leaves a lot to be desired in the idea of, that being the method by which people are going to be tracked. So
right, to me,
like
it's just funny that there's this concept of like, ooh, these super smart, evil, genius, billionaire people who are trying to like track us, but they're like, they have.
Meanwhile, they're sharing the information on Facebook.
Right, exactly.
So Chris in the live chat wanted to clarify and says that we can go smaller, but we can't pipe the heat out anymore. If that's
okay.
I have no idea what that means, but I assume you do, and hopefully people who are watching who are smarter than me will know. But
yeah, this like, okay. If we could make Skeptic Generation something where experts in their niche, in their field, just call in to help us debunk stuff, like...
that would be amazing.
I would be very happy with that trend. And Trenton, I think we had an amazing conversation about just that today. So thank you so much for calling in.
No, thanks. I'm glad that it was helpful. I wasn't sure if it was going to be interesting or not, but I was like, I might as well give a call.
Oh, yeah. We are very much interested. So thank you, and feel free to call back.
Awesome. Thanks.
Okay, bye.
That was fun.
That was really fun.